Level 1, the Serf. You live in the middle of the English Midlands. There are villages like yours everywhere. You're 10 years of age. Your house is simple, very simple. It consists of mud bricks, wood and straw. The mud is all you have really known. You work 6 hours at the farm outside your house. It isn't yours, though. You are aware of that? Your back aches, your hand crumbles. You eat sloppy gruel, stale bread, and dry fish. It's the best your family can afford. It's all you really ever have. You have a mother and a younger sister. They occasionally help you in the farm. By harvest season, you have bags full of beetroots, corn, and carrots. You sneak a few for your mother every time they come round to collect the harvest. She makes vegetable stew with some beef stock the farmer lends her. It's amazing. Your mother tells you stories about your father. You've never actually seen him. She says he's a retired knight living somewhere in a town. She says he will come back to get us all when he gets enough money to buy us out. You don't believe that anymore. You stopped believing by the age of 7. You wake up at dawn to start work. You have learned this the hard way. The sun doesn't wait, neither does the crops, neither does the Lord. Everything in this village belongs to the Lord. The Lord is the law, and the law is the land. You have feelings for a girl of your age. She's pretty. It began when some boys were bullying you. They yanked your crops, ate their fill, and squashed the rest. She saw it all. She scolded them. It was harsh, but they deserved it. Level 2, the Freeman. The lord governing your village has fallen dangerously ill. You do not know if it was natural or if it was someone's doing. It's not your place to know. You just hope the next lord will be kind and gentle. A letter is sent home. It's the first time. It's either really good or either really bad. The Lord has granted you your freedom, just you. Your hard work has been rewarded. Your family rejoice for you. You tell your friend Matilda the news. She is happy for you, but visibly upset. You promise you will return one day to get her. You leave by noon. You're going to miss your family. You take some bread and fish. It's only a little, but every little helps. You meet a journeyman. He is skinny and fatigued. You walk and talk for a great deal of time, exchanging stories that were mildly interesting. You tell him you're going to find a big town along this road. He scoffs. He warns you like an elder brother. He says the big world isn't what it sounds like. By his state, you don't disregard his warning. At night, you both sleep under an oak tree. You wake up and continue the journey. Your belly rumbles loud enough for the both of you to hear. You estimate how long you'll be able to go in this hunger. He laughs, stops and places a blanket. He urges you to sit and reveals food that he calls sausages and beans. You don't know what it is or what it tastes like. You take a hesitant bite. Within 5 minutes you eat all of it. Guess you liked it. He laughs. You come across a divided path. He points the way to the nearest town and starts to walk off. He wanders into the distance. You're struck with the realization that he isn't going to be there forever. You shout a final goodbye. He might have been too far because he does not turn back around. You shed tears as you carry on. Not everything good in life must stay. You reach the town, but you didn't expect this. Journeymen that passed your town never mentioned towering stone walls. It's bigger than anything you have ever seen. They don't bother searching you. What can a little boy be carrying? Your heart pounds hard in your chest and your eardrums burst. You've never seen anything like this. It's a kingdom inside walls. You repeat it many times to familiarize it. You find work at a blacksmith. He's good, and he calls you a talent. That must mean something good. He gives you 3 coins a week, enough to rent a room above a shop and to buy some new clothes, too. You must look the deal. You are now free. It tastes weird in your mouth. He feeds you, too. Buttered cornbread, baked beef, and some cheap wine. You love it and you thank him every time. A boy mocks you, saying he's better than you ever will. That joke dies out within a few days. You can't help but to smile. Those who speak too early are fools, you say to yourself. Your mentor teaches you what a good and bad sword looks like. One will break on impact, and one will silence enemy. A few months pass, you have become better, and it speaks for itself. Level 3, a squire. A lord visits one day. He loves what he sees. He praises you. He needs something like you. He talks to your mentor for 30 minutes. Your mentor then tells you that lord is your new master. You understood that you have been brought. You're delighted. Not because you don't like it here, because you're worth something now. You are pricey as well. You hug your master goodbye. You don't know if you will ever see him again, but you're thankful. You walk away from the town and into a castle. The castle isn't big, but it's luxurious. Knights open doors for you now. You can't hide your smile. You're now a prized blacksmith to a lord. Months pass and your bond has gotten to the next level. Your lord makes you his squire. You clean his armor. You train to ride horses with him. You wash them too. You really don't mind the work. Your lord is called for war. He takes you as his squire for battle. You dream more about home when you're closer to the cold mud. Months roll by and suddenly your camp is attacked. You run for your life. You manage to find a horse and gallop away into the distance. You don't know if you were the only survivor. You manage to make it back to the castle. Your lord doesn't, and you don't know if he will. They don't tell you why, but they assign private tutors for you. You learn to read and write. You train to become a knight, they say. They assign trainers for that too. The lord's younger brother provokes you. You fight him and you dominate him. That was noticed as well. In the alleyway, he yells at you and tells you not to interfere with anything. He says those who rise from the mud are frauds. You learn he got his way. None of the other boys sit next to you anymore. You contemplate that and wonder if what he said was true. The chef notices you're staring at the food. He leans over and tells you that you'll need to eat that to get much stronger. He explains the meal to you. Steak, mashed potatoes, and vegetables. You love all of it. It's your favorite dish. You roam the hallway, waiting for your lord to return. However, he does not. Level 4, the Knight. 10 years have passed. You have been training continuously. You're much stronger and smarter, thus the king knights you. You mourn for your late lord. You receive a letter left by him. It says it's not to be opened until you are knighted. You open and scan it with trembling hands. You pause. The document of his estate is in your name. The castle is in your name. The 50 knights, the 10 chefs, the 75 servants, the 15 squires, the 750 acres of land, the 10 war horses, the province, it's all yours. You immediately send for your mother and sister. They are proud of you. You send for Matilda too. She cries. She says she isn't worthy of all this, that you should have forgotten about her long ago, that her life was meant to only be the cold-packed mud. You tell her that whatever is yours is hers. She hugs you. There are disputes with the rival kingdom. The knights there point at you. They have never seen your face, yet they ponder why you walk with so much confidence. They watch you cut down the enemy. They watch you hold the line. They watch you shout commands that keep the army together. You win your first war. You were part of that victory. Took a year, 5 battles, but you won. And you leave the battlefield with a big reputation. You capture your first lord. That's impressive for a knight. You hold him hostage, and within a week you are holding 2 bags full of gold coins. You can't sleep. You can't believe you were going to kill a life for coin. It haunts you. Your reputation skyrockets. Your family is acknowledged. Your sister is married to a knight from a rich family. You and your mother wave them goodbye. You're not sure when you will see her again. 2 months roll by and Matilda is pregnant with your child. She cries. She's happy that her child won't be born into mud. There's no time to relax. Tension spikes again. War is happening again. It rolls in like bad weather. This time you bring a squire with you. He is the most promising. This time knights point at you with respect of your reputation. You lead a small platoon to spy and study the terrain. You catch 2 enemy knights on patrol. They spill out all the information for their freedom. After you squeeze everything from them, you swiftly kill them with your sharp blade. You didn't think, you just executed. The Lord was watching you from afar. You assert dominance at the camp. You and your 2 friends, Sir Alistair Dorngard and Sir Garrison Sterling. You discuss the information you got. You discover the enemy hideout and their plans. Your friends are good at what they do. You met them in the last war. You present it to the king. If you're wrong, you're dead, but you show it anyway. He looks at you with confusion. Such a young knight with such a big talent. Even he has heard your name before. The Lord praises you. The king is pleased and names you Knight Banneret. You come home. Your son is born. You feel something special? You're a father. You promise that he will never taste the mud, just like his parents did. Level 5, the Lord. The king calls all of his Knight Bannerets. You're among them. He chooses you out of all to become a lord. Your experience and hard work has paid off. They stare at you coldly. You know why? You have risen from poverty. Your hunger was far greater than theirs. The king grants you a larger castle. It's ostentatious. Your friends report you on military problems. They are different. They are proud of you. They're happy for you. You're given a village with a small castle on a mountain. You give the castle to your friends. It's like the village you were born in. The nostalgia punches you. You generate money now more than you ever imagined. Your son is 5 years old, following your footsteps, smart just as you were. Your wife manages the house and the servants while you are away. Your mother watches over your son when you are away. You all eat together. You all have fun. You roam your village looking for what you can improve. A young boy is playing in the mud. He notices you watching him. He gets up, he brushes himself. He bows to you and stands there looking ashamed of himself. He knows exactly what you are. You chuckle and hand him 3 golden coins. His face lights up. He looks at you in awe. You know that those coins will help his family out a lot. You ask him if he wants more, if he wants to succeed. He nods his head. You tell him to wait at the village square at dawn. You tell him a carriage will be waiting for him. You make him your squire. You train and pay him every week. He makes you laugh. Reminds you of yourself at 10. Your wife is pregnant again. She is hoping for a girl this time, she tells you. Your life is just starting, and so is your family. Level 6. The Earl. The Lord names you Earl. He needs someone as wise and strong as you. You now own a large town. Your castle is huge. You report to the king directly. You are in charge of developing knights now. You still fight for the king? You and your friends still uncover secrets for the king? You attend feasts and his ball parties? You shake hands with men that rival you in every way. You shake hands with men that respect what you have built. You also shake hands with men that neither respect you nor the king. They have too much ambition and are always plotting. A young princess flirts with you. She's clingy. She asks you to have a stroll with her outside. Your men advise against it. You hand them your wine and go anyway. They tell you to whistle for them if anything goes wrong. The princess shows off her curves and teases you. You're stunned? This is beyond unacceptable. You wonder if she knows her reputation is at stake. She reaches for your hand. You pull away. She isn't happy. She asks you if you like her. You tell her you're married and you're an established Earl. She doesn't care. She says no one has to know. She gets closer, stares at your eyes. Your heart pounds. With a disguised whistle, your friends take her away. You've seen men fall these traps. It goes well until they are caught. They then say that it was forced. The men are banished to languish in the dungeon. They lose all they had. You will not do this to your family or friends, especially not to your mother. You report it. She and her dad are sent to the dungeon. You are rewarded. You claim their castle and possessions. As an earl, you house the royal mail distribution in your archive. You settle court disputes. A farmer's crops failed and he owes his lord. You give favor to the farmer. You know how hard maintaining crops is? The lord curses the farmer. He meets with your reserve chef in private. They plan to poison you. Garrison and Alistair catch the chef in action. You banish him to the dungeon. 2 days later, Garrison catches the lord. You tell your wife. She warns you to be careful. Your son is 15. He is a formidable young man. You hired the best tutors for him. You train him relentlessly. He beats your 50% mode. He learns many new languages and makes new friends. You know his favorite. Your daughter grows wiser by the day. Your mother passes away. You dreaded this day. Your whole castle is mourning with you. Even the king mourns with you. You make lists of Earl you trust and ones that the king should avoid. He doesn't seem to care much. He just pats your shoulder. War roars again. You do not participate. You wish your friends didn't go either, but they love serving their kingdom. You love that about them. Level 7. The Duke. The former Duke falls in battle. You're shocked by the news. He was a talent of a warrior. You are relieved your son and friends don't share the same fate. As expected, your crowned dukes, you have proven yourself a long time ago. You present before the king the battle notes your men have come up with. You attend council meetings. You know the difference between the men that listen and men who stare at the king's wine with evil intent. You have seen it all over the years. Your son is 25 years old. He is a lord himself. He requested your approval of his marriage. You gladly grant him it. They marry the following month. Your daughter is 20 now. She is also looking for love. You find out a rival king has son her age. You attempt to marriage alliances. The king accepts it. Soon enough your houses join and they are married. You feel sick, you planned it all out, but she is happy. You're thankful for that. You wave her out of town. You will miss her greatly. You get an unusual letter. It's sent for you. You open it. Your mentor reaches out for you. You let down a tear. You didn't know he was still around. You go meet him. He's shocked on your status. He cooks you the same meal you ate when you were 11. You thank him once again. Your eyes widen. That boy is still around too. He stares in awe of what you have become. Your mentor cries. Time really flew, he says. You say you must leave before it gets dark. You embrace once more. You send gold coin to them every month by a trusted messenger. You go to your art gallery and you see a portrait of your sister. You miss your sister greatly. You write her a letter and send it to her province. 3 weeks later you get a letter. You're shocked to the core. She has died many winters ago. You're confused by the news. Why didn't anybody send to you? You scavenge through your archives. You find the letters. They are damp and covered in cobwebs. You missed your sister's funeral. You bubble with rage. You cannot sleep at night anymore. Your grandson is 3 years old. He looks so innocent. You never knew life would be harder than the mud. It's just sugar-coated in the luxury of coin. Since he was born after you were made duke, he is a royal. He will be a king one day. You watch your king die in his deathbed. You are scared. He was your friend. He takes his last breath. The room goes quiet. You weep loud enough for everyone to hear. You will miss him. You learn life can come and go. You may be a serf or a king, but death can come by your door anyway. Coin cannot stop it, only prolong it. You look at your wife. Her tomorrow isn't promised either. You hug her deeply. You do not want to see her in that state. You promise her you will be there for till the very end. Level 8, the king. When the king dies, the kingdom goes quiet. Men are plotting to claim the empty throne. The eldest, the rightful heir, is too weak. The king's youngest son is sinister. He has a reputation of no mercy and countless connections. A distant cousin has already lined up an army. A Earl with too much power is acting up. You side with the one most likely to win, even though backing the eldest is right. You send your son to smother an uprising rebellion somewhere south. Sending him to serve in the upcoming war is certain death. In a matter of time, war breaks out. The distant relative is the first to act. Many men fall from each side. You learn it all was pointless. No one survived to claim the throne. Everyone now stares at you. You know why? The squire you developed, who is now a knight, is the first to call you highness. One by one, lords from across the kingdom acknowledge you as king. You ask your wife for advice. She tells you that you would make an amazing king. You accept the crown. You're crowned a month later, King of Sussex. You are king of the South Saxons. You wear your fruitless crown. You dine with neighboring earls to increase your connections. You can tell by their cold stares they would switch up on you in a heartbeat. You sign treaties with other powerful kings in the region. You send, receive, and maintain knights under your province. Your grandson is a bright young man. You entrust your royal heirs with your lifelong friends. You set royal taxes that go directly to you. You know somewhere in your kingdom a bakerman is cursing at taxes you set. You spend more time with family. They all wish you many years of life. You know they truly mean it. Your daughter visits you again. Your grandchildren have your eyes. You get a war declaration letter from a name you recognize. William, your old nemesis, was still gathering, and while the war was playing out. He was late, but he has arrived. Just like in the old days, you and your friends analyze battlefield. Both sides clash brutally. You were always better than him. You demonstrated that again. You make sure he never causes you trouble again. Your wife's health is getting progressively worse. She forces a smile, but you know she is hurting. You may defeat external enemies, but you cannot defeat internal ones. It haunts you at night. It always will. Level 9, the ghost. Your grandson is a tactical genius. He showcases when your friends are studying. He explains to you advanced geography. He explains the best roads for merchants and traveling battalions. You send your grandson to patrol water near the south. It was a grave mistake. Something dark will arrive in those shores. A new sinister legion of foreign battlemen. They sing foreign songs and chant the word rue as they row. They swarm the beach like wasps. Your grandson is astonished. He draws his sword and prepares his army. The battle begins. They are overwhelming. They are mighty giants. One of them defeats 3 of you. The odds speak for themselves. They destroy every village in their way. Commoners rush into stone churches, certain the invaders will not kill them in the holy sanctuary. They were wrong, fatally wrong. At that time you're enjoying some fresh grape wine at the royal bar. A messenger arrives. A lord situated along the southern shores was recently attacked by foreign invaders. The battalion identify themselves as Vikings. You must act. You run to your wife. Tell her to pack. You're going to send her to a faraway kingdom where she will be safe. She pauses you mid-sentence. She tells you she is too weak. She thanks you for the life you have given her, for taking her away from the mud. She thanks you for everything. She dies a happy death beside the one she loved. You are mourn quietly on your cold throne. You are nothing without her, but you must move on. You train and develop knights to their fullest potential. You warn other neighboring nigs about the incoming storm. They ignore you. They'll wish they hadn't. You send your elite platoon on an important royal mission. They must transport your family to the northern kingdoms far away. You notify the kings beforehand. On your way, you order your men burn any farms and crops on the way so that the Vikings cannot eat. You bury castle and church treasure so that the Vikings cannot find them. You arrive on the battlefield a week later. They are scary. Their presence alone terrifies your men. The great battle erupts. After a long battle, you lose. Every single one of your knights has either died or fled to a neighboring kingdom. Your two friends, Garrison and Alistair, fall in battle. You weep for an hour straight. You're devastated. They were your friends. They truly cared about you. You walk off the battlefield a different man. You hide in caves until the Vikings move further up the country. After months of hiding, you re-emerge from the shadows. Skinny and old, you decide to travel to a village that is off the map, a place where the Vikings cannot find you. On the way, you find a boy. You walk and talk for a great deal of time. You tell him that the town isn't what it's said to be. You share food with him that he has never tasted before. He waves you goodbye. You do not turn back around. You buy a small house from the Lord. He looks at you with disgust. Only if he knew what you were, you say in your head. You reach home. You lay your friend's swords next to yours. They were amazing warriors. You take a small chest of golden coins with you. You take your crown with you as well. The kingdom is looking all over for their king. They know you are alive. Whether you were taken hostage or not, they do not know. You do not care. You lost everything because of the throne. Monks claim the king's disappearance is God's punishment for the sins of the kingdom. The throne is once again empty. They crown your heir, your son. He sends elite platoons in search for you. You know your family is worried about you. You do not want to return. You were born in the mud and you must die in it. You cook a hearty bowl of vegetable stew. You eat quietly. It reminds you of your family. You weep. You pray to a God you half believed in. You lay in your cold bed. You contemplate your life. You know there is a boy your age in a house made of mud bricks, wood and straw. He will plow the land and grow crops. Boys will bully him. He will eventually leave the village and search for a big town the journeyman boasts about. You learn that the cycle will continue. It will surpass you, and you cannot break it.